One of the most common mistakes that founders make is confusing pricing versus competitiveness. Founders assume that decreasing the price or keeping a lower price will bring in more sales. But pricing is not just about sales. It quietly defines what your brand is. It sets the perspective of your brand in the customer's mind. Let me tell you how to price your product perfectly. First thing that you have to do is you have to understand which segment of the customer that you're planning to target. You need to be absolutely clear about this decision. Who you serve, who you're planning to serve determines the price. So the first thing that you have to do is create a customer segment, create a persona for the customers. Just Google it, how to do a persona of my target customer. It's a very, very simple system. Create a persona for your customer, and based on that, we can decide on what pricing your product is. If this sounds complex, let me simplify it for you with an example. Tea. You drink tea almost every day. There is a tea shop in the corner of your street. They sell tea for what, 10 rupees, 15 rupees? And then you have your chai gullies, chai wale, chai kings and all that, these new age tea shops where they charge about a little more, 20-25 rupees with an AC setup where you can also take your family along for drinking tea, right? And then you have your Starbucks and your cafes, okay, your co-working spaces, your cafes, where you do your meetings and all that. They also sell tea for what, 250, 300 rupees? You jump in the price. And you also have your Taj Hotel, your ITCs, your Leela Palace. They charge what, 450, 500, 600 rupees per tea. Same tea. What is the difference? How do they price? From 10 rupees to about 600, 700 rupees for the same tea. What determines the price? Because these outlets exactly know who their target customers are. The tea shop that sells tea for 10 rupees to a labor class person is not targeting somebody who runs a business empire, and vice versa for ITC and Taj. That's the difference.